Someone fuckered a bit too close to the sun today, guys. Last night he done fuckered too close to the sun. We gotta go get some fucking sunglasses on this boy. He is too drunk. He's still half cut. He fuckered too close to the sun, and Eddie's caught us. He knows what Connor's like. He knows enough of it, which is not good. They did not text Camden because Connor woke up to very panicked texts from Camden when he was going to the bathroom. Right. We stiff boy today. He made many, many mistakes last night. All of them social. That's still a good tea. Now we're in Sunday. Oh, God, fucking Sunday's so bright. And now we're gonna walk our ass to the clothing shop and then burger shop. So he took his free alcohol and necked it before he went to bed. And then Freddie texted him. Connor in his drunk state was like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Or, you know, if you want to come chat on the beach, I'm pissed in Toledo. And then he tried to stumble home. And we nearly got up the path. The lip to get onto the path, because I was having a motor walk, was slightly too big. And he hit it. And it scooted the car. It scooted him around a little bit. And then he fell over. And then we just ended up bimbling towards the beach. And then we heard a motorbike in the background. So now we got to figure out a way to get to Toledo without involving more people. That's a car behind us.
Oh. Do you need a ride?
No, I'm doing a walk of shame.
Wait.
Why is Jake Blake in a CBC in coloured car? I like that. Do you need a ride? No, I'm doing a walk of shame. Thanks, though. Oh, please hit him. Please hit him. Please hit him. God damn it. God damn it. Nico Grow. Connor fucker too close to the sun a little bit. He involved someone who knows his tricks. Which is bad for him, because he means he can't flirt or distract his way out of the fact that he clearly has a problem at the minute. Or where he is letting his drinking get out of hand. Right, let's go to the clothing store. Let's change this up a little bit. Torso. I need a different jacket. It's a nice jacket, but see, I can't look at that jacket and not think Rowan. I need something that you would feasibly wear hungover. What would we wear? Oh, something comfy. It's not just a fucking hoodie. Let's see what we can find. Because the funny thing is, because we could just shove him in a hoodie. Wait, 171. Let's remember that. What else we can find? Maybe do that. Something slightly different. I just need a t-shirt to throw underneath this. That's not too bad. We'll go with that. Just checking for fucking yeah. And we'll just update that outfit. I think that's a slight more Connor fit. We're going to the burger shop. Where do you go when you're massively hungover? The fast food place. I cannot dress this man, mainly because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't have any fucking fashion sense.
You think you're so high and mighty, don't you?
God, what I wouldn't do to be given up, the old high life, mate. Because I were just walking around, serial killers. What did I check out last night? He did. He checked out when he woke up to go to the bathroom. And people know he's around. Come on, one of these motherfucking cars is going to hit him. Do we need to go to Plato? No, we don't. We need to figure a way to get him to the fucking city. We could walk him to the city, guys. We could walk him to the city. Right, so Camden's text. So, you know, I'd let him get taken hostage. The man's fucking half cut. He'd be just like, you know, he's nothing illegal on him. So Camden went looking, and then he was like, don't panic, all that kind of stuff. And then it's a case of Connor's just trying to play it off as like, you know, one drink too far, it's grand. I can hear someone behind me. Another car. A wee blue car that was going buzz, buzz, buzz over there. Not this thing. I've had this motherfucker walk to town before. It takes a bit, but, you know, especially with the slow walk. You're just getting inflicted with this because if I didn't hit the go live button, it would just be a complete off stream day on the server. So you get to come along on my random ass journey today. You gotta change the fryer oil, guys. It stinks in here. Yeah, I think he'd still get done for being intoxicated at the minute. The water's really salty here, so we're just gonna have to go with the soda. Since when has that been a fucking trade to pick up food? Perfect. No, balance is not something he's grasped right now. I'm just gonna chill here for a second, even though your shop stinks. Alright, let's see what other texts we need to go back on. Okay, so sad news everyone. Dan, a danger to himself and others, our favourite new Toby, is having to dip out for like 2 months. This is what he sent Connor. It's just sad. This man was so happy with life. He's one of the weirdest new pickups that Connor has ever had. So hopefully he comes back. I think IRL is having issues with his computer. What else did we do yesterday. Oh, we went perving on Ryan. We went and did an alcohol run and then parked the truck, so we had a good view of Ryan bending into the back of the truck and bending into the container. We brought a cat along for that as well. Yeah, see, this at this exact moment, we fucked up. We should have left it at this, but Connor was just like, ah, fuck it. This is where we fucked up. Oh, no, 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 no. Connor could be bleeding out on the side of the road and no one else is around but Sal. And unless Connor considers it a club issue, he would not text him. He could have lost an arm, a leg, and half his face with a serial killer going, just text Sal, and Connor be like, I don't have that number. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so I was checking out what's in the play doses for the gays chat. Cops getting beat down. T-Cat. That gets us in our pumpkin. They're a little emotional support counterweight pumpkin. That was a funny outfit that we threw on yesterday. Very similar, I think. Very similar to Knox, but like, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna throw on a pink shirt or a red shirt, pink shoes or red shoes. We have to hire on. Do you know what? These animals will financially ruin us, Bombay. Financially ruin us. We're already paying Brutus in plushies. Happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a scam. That's what he's thinking at the minute. Oh God, this reminds me of many a night out the morning after, you know. You've woken up in somebody else's house. You've slipped out. You've located the closest fast food place. You've eaten your food, and now you need to do a walk of shame to wherever the feck you need to go. I need to get to the city. Oh, there's another car. We're not going Corbin. Yeah, that's fair. Jake Blake featuring. See, Jake should put down that he's Jake. Blake Jake Blake. I think it'd be funnier. Oh well, you had a lot of coke, Ash. You had a lot of coke. Why is this court? Why? Connor never puts himself in the directory as OMC. It's just something he's never done, so he just doesn't do it. Because if he's around Polito, he's clocked into a Polito business, so if people got drops and shit, they just call him anyway. This might generally take an hour to get us to the city, but this is what we're doing now. Connor's made a determination. He's not going back to Polito. He would have sent Camden a longer text, but he's got his own bullshit going on at the minute, so he's just like, Did you get back to the house? We're just out for a stroll now. Do you know what the funny thing is when you take your character out for a walk? All of the shit that you can randomly see as you go. Yeah, taking a scenic walk to the city. He's just sobering up, so he is. This man drank 2 bottles of whiskey, a bottle of tequila, and a bottle of spice rum last night. I think I think he needs to walk to the city before we put him in a car.
Time was you could smoke without getting harassed.
You said it.
I ain't harassing you, I'm just walking here. God damn it. Multiple opportunities for the locals to run him over. Yeah, Connor's just not going to engage with Sal's hey duding him anymore. He's over it. He's just decided, he's just like, nah, I'm done. Over it now. We've been a little mopey bitch. We're done now. We're gonna take the higher road. They go into flywheels, or where are they going? Probably limitless, if not flywheels. Are they boosting? Do you boost those little tow trucks? I like how when you swing the camera in front of him, he walks slightly towards it. Stare down at the local. Fuck off. We gotta get to the highway, guys. We got a straight line up to the city. I think we've escaped Freddy and Eddie, though. We've definitely escaped Eddie. Such a good response. Because you know what? Connor would have sent that response to someone apologising to him. Shut the fuck up. Point your neck in. We're on our Lambert feedies, but well, these are our Ford feedies because we ain't moving that fast. Oh my god! If Connor sees another fucking Happy Valentine's thing. A man as stiff as his jeans. These jeans have seen some things. That's crazy. Connor's got a fine that he needs to pay, so... Hey, Ivy. Are you good? I can't hear you on the phone.
Hey Connor, what's up?
I'm looking to pay a fine before the
Oh,
rumors that I
it's
hear are
too
true.
late. If they're
God
true,
damn it.
you can't pay them with us. Good luck finding a skip tracer.
It's just, come on, you do us this one last one. It's just $200. Not even a criminal fine.
I can't even if I wanted to.
Motherfuckers.
I could not if I wanted to.
That's insane, Ivy. That's insane.
I wish I could help.
I think you should organize a protest at City Hall and be like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I fucking might at this point.
Well, do you know what? Who says that we have to interact with the FIB? They sit in their tower and just be like, pay your damn fines. They don't even try and go out. I'm sorry for your loss, and I think it's a gross misstep. Because, you know, the FIB out here giving discounts. And people were paying full fines at the DMV because they'd rather not have the discount and deal with the FIB. State's losing money. Well, I heard the rumors and I was like, God damn it. Please don't kill me, local. Thank you. But, I let you go, and I'm sorry for your
Okay.
loss. Organize that protest. Fuck them.
I will. So.
Chat you in a bit. Bye now.
Bye.
God damn it. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. That's some bullshit. Yeah, let's see if we can find a judge. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with forcing everything to the FIB. And that's because the skip tracers do not go out and try and find people. Or at least from my perspective, they don't go out and ever find anything. Anyone, anywhere. Very rarely have I seen that happen. It's been like 7 months since they tried to get Eddie on his fine. Colourful. In character, Connor was pissed about that, but at least they were out trying to fucking find him. Like setting up sting operations and all that kind of stuff. Hi, Crash. We're just slowly walking towards the city. much for the resub. Hope you continue to enjoy your orders. Big chilling at the minute. Connor's just sad boy hours. Is it sad boy hours? Connor's got regret. He has got the drunken regret. You ever wake up to the fear? I don't know if this is a concept that you have in America. It's walking boy hours. Exactly, yeah. So he woke up with the fear where his brain played him a slideshow of snippets of what happened last night. And he's like, oh, fuck. He recognizes he made a mistake. He shouldn't have text back to Freddy because Freddy knew, or Freddy knows Connor enough and would recognize that behavior that Connor does, which is where he deflects by making people either uncomfortable with flirting or an easy way to change the topic with flirting. Because that is a tactic Connor uses all the time, where we're on a topic of conversation and then Connor will flirt and 90-degree the topic or the conversation, or just get it distracted. Connor's also got that's funny. What the hell? Dusty kills popped. What the? Sonny, what the fuck? Please, local, please. We'll give Gay for Pay a quick like on that. I hope people just refuse to pay their fines, or find a judge they'll get round it somehow. Connor knows cops have always been able to pay fines from a conversation that he had many, many moons ago. Right, we're risking it. We're risking it. We're going. We're going. Oh, we lived. We lived. I kind of hope people continue to get chased down, but Kokoro, why would they chase people down now when they have got the quote-unquote exclusive ability to have fines paid to them when they weren't chasing people down before? This is something that they have always had the ability to do. So I'm always highly skeptical of when someone has the option to do it and they don't, and then they're the only option, they're not incentivized to chase people down. In fact, they were probably more incentivized to chase people down when people were going to the DMV to pay fines. Now, again, most of this is how I've seen it. To a point, To a point, mainly because people will find an alternative way to pay the fines, or they'll work with friends and stuff out there. Yeah, exactly. They'll wait for someone to get pissed off enough with it to pay their fines, but I think fine payment will slow down, at least in the short term. The government hall up. Damn it. Yeah, nah. Nah. Hell nah. Like, Connor's fine's just a stupid $200 speeding ticket, but he'll wait the whole 21 days now. Oh, there goes Bambi. It's like the FIB have had the skip tracer program for 2 years. If they can't find a way to incentivize their skip tracers to go out and chase down fines, having the exclusive right to do that isn't going to incentivize them to get out anymore. You know? All it will do is either people will try and go round it by paying fines to judges, basically anyone other than the FIB that can still take a fine. Or they will wait until they are inconvenienced enough that they'll pay it. What do we want to say here? Let's get them closer to the road so we can... Yeah, I could understand Decker being angry, because... Okay, standing around at the DMV is not that interesting. Right? It's like standing in a mechanic shop. Hey, good luck finding an FIB outside their fucking tower to pay that hospital fine. Fuck them DMV workers who actively made themselves available to the community. Does that read the way? Okay, I need a tone check on this. Does this read that he's agreeing that the DMV workers are getting fucked over, and not actually fuck them DMV workers? I need a tone check, guys. Help. Okay, we'll add an I guess at the end. We can do that. Nah, it isn't. The comma's not important. It's social media. Heck those grammar rules. Exactly, it's the hangover. Guys, look how far we've made it. We're at the prison. We're at the prison. Connor with his base takes. He just doesn't like interacting with the FIB. If you can have 2 food places open, you can have 2 places that collect fines. Okay, when I said we made it to the prison, we haven't got past the prison yet. God, I look forward to people trying to collect fines from the Marvinta Grande. Yeah. I'm unsure, right? And again, this is because sometimes I struggle with reading the tone in texts. So is Mercy saying that she feels like she's going to be targeted by the FIB, or is Mercy saying that people are just going to start complaining that they're getting targeted by the FIB? Oh, right. Who paid me? Oh, go Goose. I kind of like that it was at the FIB or at the DMV because do you know what? As I was saying earlier on, standing around at the DMV means that you get kidnapped, which is fun. Sometimes a fun interaction. You know, you get taken away, and it's not a very different interaction every time. But you know, it can be fun. Depends on who kidnaps you, the store or the bank. But outside of that and doing basic licenses, like there's not an awful lot of reason to go to the DMV. Because you think about it, licenses are renewed every 2 months. Whereas, you know, people have fines. Like the amount of people probably walking around with active stupid low fines, like $200 fines, you know, Nancy fines, overdue rental fines, you know, all of that kind of stuff. probably has people go to the DMV and just pay their fine and stand around and chat for a bit, you know? Because normally, if you're going to get your license renewed, you want to do something with the licenses. You know, you either want to go hunting or you want to go driving, or, you know, you're getting it done for a specific reason. Whereas fines, most of the time, you're just like, ah, fuck it, I'll find it, you know? And it gave you a reason to go to the DMV when there wasn't a food truck there. I don't know. I just think it doesn't promote the same kind of interaction. Or no, that's not the right thing to say. Let me get my words right. I think it takes away one of the interaction points that you used to have with the DMV. In a similar way, that cops don't call to workers a lot anymore, or if they do, they don't stick around. So it's one of those like social interaction points that you lose. And I can understand why that made sense for towing. But I don't understand why you would take it away from one of the hubs that they want. They want Legion Square to be a hub. So give people a reason to go there. Okay, Connor is going to just tell Mason to fuck off from around the shop now. You know, he can have that opinion, and if he wants to put it on social media, Connor just doesn't want him hanging around the shop. Connor will get he wasn't warming up to Mason as such, but he was more like, I'm just gonna just let you do your own thing. You know, you're not bothering me, I'm not bothering you. He can hang out in the parking lot. Yeah. But losing the building was probably not great for them. But even having it in the parking lot, like, people had places to park, they could go, you know, just chill there and chat to the DMV workers. Because to be fair, from my perspective, every time I took Connor to pay fines or get a license renewed at the DMV Legion Square area, there was always kind of like people around, unless it was like really, really early or really, really late, you know? Okay, we've gotten past the prison, guys. It's only taken us like fucking 30 minutes. You slow ass motherfucker. I don't know. I think it's definitely something that could have coexisted with each other. I don't think it needed to be removed. Mainly because if people would rather pay the full amount of fine rather than get a discount, then, you know, maybe put some work into improving your department's public perception. You know, that kind of way. Because a lot of the bad blood between FIB and just general civilians. Like, Connor's not a civilian, right, in the strictest form of the word, but it just, like, even Damien would rather pay fines to the DMV than the FIB, and Damien's tight. That man wouldn't spend Christmas. What was that from Sean? It's not crashing out about fines. We're crashing out about an entire department losing losing a thing that they shouldn't have had to lose because the FIB just wanted more things under their umbrella. And you would think Katie Sinclair would know that from having interacted with them. At least that's Connor's perspective on the whole thing. That's how Melanie's saying. Plot twist, I'm the friend. Yeah, Max got it right. It's not about the fines, it's about the poor DMV workers. We're not calling Sally because I was about to say I'm pretty sure she's a skip tracer. Yeah, Connor's going to be very much not into having Mason just hang around in Toledo now. Because he was trying to force the whole thing with Corbin to like he's just looking to chill. We've had off-duty cops chill in Toledo. As long as they're not causing an issue, then who gives a fuck? Look guys, look how far we've come. Look how far. We're just... Yeah, we're so close to Gemini. Guys, we're so close to Gemini. So close. I want someone to just roll up on him and be like, get in the car, we're going to a bank. There has been several people that have drove by us, Marching Beast. Including who I think was Corbin in a tow truck. Why are we walking? Connor fuckered a bit too close to the sun last night. And he ended up with Freddie and Eddie scooping his drunk ass off a beach and bringing them back to the Irvine. But he has no car. We're not loud enough. Yeah, we should be really yelling in the street. And then he was like, I could go back to Toledo, or I could just walk to Gemini. So he got himself some lovely fast food, got his sunglasses on, because he's very hungover, and now we walking. He's got his Ford feeties on, because he's not that fast. These are not Lambert feeties. So we've just been twinstering out about in support of the DMV. And then me and Chad have been podcasting. That's what we've been doing. I miss traffic court. I can understand traffic court's one of those hard things to organise because it's such a petty amount of money. That's such a petty thing that can be hard to get all of the parties available. But I love a good argument. And no one wants to bring you to court over towing stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just enough of a Karen in real life that I also quite like traffic court with the old tow court as well. Who knows? But yeah, We're walking. See, there's another car going past us. That's a person in a tow truck. We look like we've come from the prison now because we've managed to make it past the prison. That's sort of real discussion. The real discussion is why the FIB needs to continue to take from other departments when they could have just been doing fine collection already. How about that for a discussion? That's how Connor feels on it. It's like if you're generally so bad at your job, yeah, he's not really. The grammar, yeah, is out the window for him. He's just like, the fuck is wrong with you? What does it matter that you paid at the DMV? It could be the court clerks. It could be. Do you know what I mean? He's just like, I don't care who it's with. But if you are so bad at your job that you can't get people, you let much slide, but not the your. Okay, I think I did change it. Did I change it? Yeah, he did change it. Okay, so you tried to have meetings to force it where it was underneath you. Connor's not. We're not going to continue to engage in that. He's said his piece. Like that's the real discussion. Yeah, look at this guy yapping. Because I agree with the Soski, with Ricky. You know, nothing prevents the skip tracers from doing all of the underhand, sneaky, finding people, tracing them down, getting them to pay their fines that way. Before the DMV couldn't you know. But yeah, that's Connor's thoughts are like if you are so bad at your job that you cannot get people before they pay their fines to the state. That's it. That is a you problem. That is not the DMV's problem. Guys, we are so close. I'm just gonna give. I'm just gonna like that. Because so, this is just the epitome of how out of touch it feels that the FIB are. Like, let's start the real discussion. Okay, so what is the real discussion, Chloe? You know, is it you just hate skip tracers? Yeah, a little bit, fair enough. Or is it because, you know, is it because we have to get creative to catch people for paying overdue fines? You could already do that. And then it's, or you guys just not being held accountable. No one cares, generally, about how they're made to pay their fine. But if I've got to go talk to a fucking skip tracer for a hospital fine, I will find other ways. I think it's a very valid thing to be annoyed that the DMV have lost that ability. I know, we haven't... Look, it's early on in the day. Vengeance have clearly robbed all of the stores that they're gonna yaya. So we are free and easy to get to the city. And again, this is all an in-character perspective. I don't know, see, I don't give a fuck who gets to collect the fine money. It's all pixel money at the end of the day. Who cares? I think the FIB make a good heel. I also think there was nothing preventing them doing bits and skits and tricks to get people to pay their fines prior to this forceful change. But in character, Connor's very much like, you are just shit at your job if you've got to prevent other people from doing it so that you get to hoard all of the fine money. And hopefully the FIB people don't feel too piled on. But at the same time, I hope the DMV people don't feel discouraged now to be all like, well, what's the fucking point in working at the DMV if I'm going to stand around for several hours collecting a paycheck and not talking to anyone outside of, you know, the odd license change or update. It is all a balancing act at the end of the day. Yeah, Martin, I do think there will be a noticeable drop in the amount of people paying the fines when they initially get them. I could see people letting fines go very far overdue now. Especially if you're a criminal, you don't give a fuck. What's going to spin in your bank account and look at it? I mean, who cares? We have one fine that we got 4 days ago. So we got 17 days to figure out how to pay this. Not to the. In fact, we're just going to call Bean. Let's see if Bean's about. Well, we'll give it till later on and then we'll call Bean. Yeah, kind of way. the downside for criminals is they can't rent vehicles, but only when their thing is overdue. Up until you hit that overdue mark, you're pretty alright to do it. And as long as enough people in your group can do it. I can hear a helicopter. What the fuck is that helicopter? God, we are so close, guys. Exactly. Connor's gonna be like, this is your... If Bean won't collect his fine, he's gonna go to Parker and be like, this is your boyfriend's fault. Collect his fucking fines. We'll have to speak to a skip tracer. Okay, so if it's mainly skip tracers, but other can take fines, cops can take fines. Right. BCSO and Connor are about to be friends again. BCSO and Connor about to be friends again. Hey Casey, do you wanna get that invoicing up? And also, if I start this invoicing, can BCSO start taking fines? We need to be close to the road. This is the issue. We're too far away from the road. Here we go. Getting closer to the road. Perfect. Yeah, there's not many people I don't think in OMC with like mass amounts of overdue fines. I really hope they paid off our fines. But yeah, in character perspective, Connor's just like, nah, fuck the FIB. I'm gonna find any which way to pay my fines that is not the FIB. And I think a lot of people from that are complaining on Twinsta is it could be, I don't care if I've got to go to a clerk, a judge, a cop, DMV, a dock worker. Hell, I could pay my fines at the burger shop. Don't care. It's more that they're trying to make out like you can only pay it to the FIB. Guys, we are so close. We have made it a whole this far. We're real close from where we started though. We started up here, like we're getting there. So close, we're about halfway. I'm glad I got that food before we left, or we'd have been an issue. There would have been issues. That's a sign. Well, we go around it. Burger shop. That would be funny. Connor would organise something like that for fine payment in Toledo. We could do it at the toll lot, neutral ground. They could be on one side of the gate, the criminal on the other. Forgive me, BCSO, but I have crimed. It's report number blah de blah de blah. What the hell is going on over there? Locals just wilding out. Probably. We need that for Bosch, yeah. Forgive me, deputy, but I have crimed. This isn't an admission of guilt, it's it's report number blah blah blah. That'll be one fine payment, my child. Oh, is Bush a stinky city cop? I think he'd remember his Toledo roots. Yeah, I do not seek forgiveness, I seek payment. Let me cross your hand with silver. What's that local doing? What's that local doing over there? Oh, that would have been prime opportunity to bump a local into him. Prime opportunity to just throw a local into him. Do you know what would be funny? If this is great for the PD budgets, because they suddenly start collecting a hell of a lot more fines. Alright, we've a decision here to make, guys. No, we continue on the freeway. We're just gonna have to chance across this opening. There's crime happening somewhere. But yeah, I do enjoy sometimes just walking around with Conor like this. When he had his concussion, fucking ages ago, I think I walked him around the city about 3 or 4 times before someone was like, "Hey, you okay?" But yes. So we went to Pictures yesterday and we met back up with Knox for a few drinks. Camden wasn't awake or we'd have brought Camden with us. Sal was there. And Connor walked past Sal and Sal went, "Hey dude," and Connor just said nothing. He just walked straight past him. And then Indy gave Knox a lift back to Knox's house and then took Connor to Toledo. I'm not trying to create a vehicle here, guys. I don't know what you expect me to... Where do you expect me to pull a vehicle out of? My arse? Confession. We might have to put something like that together, yeah. You know, the tow lot's neutral ground. It's got a fence. I can't see you. You can't see me. pass that fine payment through the door. I've had that a couple of times when I've driven up and down this road where it's all like, can't create a vehicle. It's like, I ain't trying to create shit, man. Alright, so we have a decision to make. Do we walk back down this way along the freeway and then go up this road? Or do we go up onto Eglantine? Elgin? Eglin? The fuck is that word? Elgin. Yes, Elgin. I don't know why I put all of those other additional syllables into it. Egland, yes, exactly. True. We have walked a fair portion of the highway, so we'll aim on this way. I love the fact that they fixed the auto walk so that he just walks straight. He doesn't veer to the left. Exactly, we do it for the opportunity to get kidnapped. Because look, in Connor's mind, if he gets picked up with this, you know, he's not wearing his cut. No. We got news. What the hell? I'm trying to take our
people in
dino
San
numbers.
Andreas. What we're watching right now is a police response to multiple suspects brandishing weapons that are extremely dangerous. We've got a suspect with a shotgun in hand at Legion Square. Very dangerous. Law enforcement are negotiating with the suspects on scene. There's at least one hostage with their hands up as they can be heading against their will. The police are taking cover, possibly ready for a shootout as they're ready to breach. Officer! Officer, over here!
Oh, Dallas is around.
You see it.
As a guy, this is Beer Fries with Weasel News. Anything you'd like to say to the people of San Andreas?
Beers never got back to me.
Okay, well, there's not too much else we can reveal right now, but trust in us to keep you safe, and
This
please
is
stay
great.
away from the Legion
Yes.
Square area for the time being. We'd,
Come
very
to
much
Politos
appreciate it.
to get your nugget
Okay, you
fix.
had it right here. Trust in us to keep you safe. That's the word of the LSPD. As right now, there's people inside being held against their will by armed gunmen with shotguns at Legion Square Bank. This is Beer Fries with Weasel News. Officer! Officer, this is Beer Fries with Weasel News. Anything you can tell us about the people inside?
Well,
let's
it's
get
already
him.
been like 5 seconds. But so
It's only
nothing
been
else has
5
really
seconds.
changed. But we know the
But
people
this is
inside
important,
the list,
officer.
looks to have shotguns. And so
Okay, we'll give that a second and then we'll look at it again. See, perfect. Nice. To grab a... Who the fuck is Travis Riley and why is he liking my stuff? God, Reese is such a funny character. See, Lackland also... Connor would hit on Lackland. He was in the fucking... he was in Gay Bay about a week ago when Connor was doing his flirt as well. Also, for all you tea sippers out there, Connor and Knox have only spent one night together, and it was very recent. So if there's any rumours going around that he's out been an absolute horn dog with Knox, those are not substantiated. And it was at Knox's house. They'd gone out fishing. Kind of a date. You could probably call it a date. You know, they were fishing, they were just shooting the shit. They got drunk. So when Indy picked them up, and Connor was like, fuck it, let me see your house. And then he was like, fuck it, I'll stay the night. That's not how he described it. That's not what he said to Knox. But he was all like, yeah. Knox was like, well, there's a spare bed if you would like it. And then Connor was all like, well, you know, your bed's free. So, there's that. But it now puts us in a predicament where Connor needs to tell Knox he's not looking for like a serious relationship. I know, how scandalous. How scandalous. That Connor waited until, you know, 2 weeks after his Dear John letter to do anything. The really funny thing about Knox and Connor getting close is Knox had been up to Polito a couple of times, and every time Connor talked to him, he just mentioned, you know, people only ever want to see him for something, or you know, he's just very busy, and you know, he doesn't really have much of a social life. And Connor was just like, just come hang out at the shop. He just seemed lonely, you know. Has it been 2 weeks? What Connor doing? Connor going for a walk. Hyperion. Just going for a little walk. We're so close to Gemini. We have walked from here, well, technically from the burger shop, to where we are now. We're definitely not very hungover. Definitely not. Has it been 2 weeks? I'm pretty sure it's been 2 weeks. Because the bike date was 5 days before the warrant was up. And he got, the warrant's been up now at least, like there was no warrant at church. So this is at least pretty much a week. So a week and a half, maybe? No, it's definitely been 2 weeks. I would, yeah, time goes by fast. Oh, I'll tell you exactly how long it's been. Connor texted fucking Piper about this. Yeah, 5th of February. So, 10 days. Something like that. 10 days in RP may as well have been 2 months. You know... Exactly. It's been at least 10 years, Kokoro. Do you know what's really funny, Hyperion? We have not been... No one's accosted us outside of Blake, Jake, and... Me, Kitty. Is that a player, Kitty? That is a player, Kitty. Also going for a fucking walk. That is a player, Kitty, on a mission. Yeah, you and me both. me and you both. Let's cross this road. Fuck you. To run from the beach in your kangaroo by a van, picked up by a van. I'm sure that was funny. I have had great luck just walking around the city. Hyperion. Connor doesn't often get hit by cars. Doesn't often. No one has tried to accost him. No one has stopped him. We've just been having chats and walks. Chats and walks. But yeah, so it's been about. It was about 10 days. Before anything actually happened with Connor and Knox. And it's not like Connor stayed the whole night and woke up the next day. It was a hit and dip. Is he going to go walk by Papa Dom's? We may as well take him walking by Papa Dom's. Yeah, we'll cut down Meteor Street and then we'll go to Spanish and then we'll go down Las Lagunas. If Papa Dom's is open, we'll go in and we'll get food. He is auto walking, by the way, so, you know, we're going for this intersection. If someone runs him over, well, that's eat our fast food. Yep, I'm walking here. Leave me alone, little bastards. Look, we're totally not baiting him getting kidnapped. And have been for the past fucking hour. Okay, what is this? Who the hell is Tessa Hayes? We know she got murdered yesterday. Clearly a cop. Oh yeah, Connor in his drunken state was all like, oh god, I need to send this message to fucking Spawn killed. We should not have used that. Tessa got murdered. Oh, that should say Rolf. Yeah. Hopefully that made sense. That barely makes sense to me, and I was the one that read it. Do I know who plays Tessa Hayes? Not a notion. I didn't even know Tessa Hayes was a person. Papa Dom's is open. We're gonna walk past it. Also, this whole thing of... Okay. So, again, not everyone in the state is a criminal. Maybe some poor fucking fast food worker just wants to pay their fines to the DMV. No worries, Hyperion. I hope to see you on your kitty soon. Definitely not going to run it over. Have fun with your PD meeting. No, I don't want to know Marching Beast. I'll either find out in character or at a later state when it doesn't matter. That just means... Okay, this is not a compromise. This just means that people are just going to clock into their FIB job and sit in their tower and do nothing anyway. Which is more of a drain on the economy. We're getting walked up on, guys. We're getting walked up on.
Hey, sis, what's up? DJ's going good, but I don't know. It just feels like a sellout.
People can have their spicy takes, but
Been a
the
record
spicy
for rich
take
kids.
is y'all don't
It
want to
ain't my
pay the
fault.
money to the FIB, and everyone else's spicy take is I just want the option to pay it
Poverty's in my blood.
to people. You know,
Okay, let's do brunch tomorrow.
you could do all of this stuff before. Why take it away from a department? You know, in the same way as I think people will be up in arms if suddenly they closed all of the mechanic shops and went, you can only get repairs at Benny's or Hayes. There you go. Them's your options. Oh, people just complaining about, you know, not wanting to give money to Hayes. It's like, I think you have missed the point. Alright, let's find Papa Dom's. There's already so many sirens going off everywhere. Why are they from the direction of Papa Dom's? Clearly just driven to that tree. So, it would be valid, I think, if people were crashing out, going, I just don't want to pay money to the FIB. Heck the FIB, FIB stinky, heck the government. But I think most people have been like, why can't we just pay this to somebody who's just... We could pay it to 2 people, and now we can only pay it to 1 person. Why did you make this change? There is no net benefit to this change for your average citizen of the state. And in fact, it costs the state money because the FIB give discounts. And they went from offering discounts on non-violent crimes to violent crimes because they couldn't incentivize people to pay. So, and the only people that are supportive of this are... Pancakes, you're not a cop anymore, are you? Are skip tracers FIB agents and the odd government worker or disillusioned ex-government worker, aka Katie St. Clair? This would be so funny if I could get him shot. Run him over, shoot him, kidnap him. Come on, we've been walking for an hour, guys. We're walking here. Oh, Connor has complex feelings about Ali at the minute. Such complex feelings. Yeah, but could you imagine if it landed on him? That'd be funny. I've always liked this little like ammunition store area. I wish they could make this into like a little bit of a hub. We need to turn off lights. It's also true. Civilians exist in this state. Connor's not going to put that on because he's done interacting with it. He just knows that, you know, he's not been caught for any of the like low-level crimes that he's done, but you know, he'd be doing them. Oh, it'd be so funny if a cop car lands on him. But he also knows like that there is actual pure civs in the state who just don't want to deal with law enforcement. Let them deal with the clerks or the DMV workers. Hey John, how's things? You having a fun Saturday? It is Saturday, isn't it? I haven't completely missed a day and I'm fucked for work tomorrow. Oh god. That person aimed at us.
Hello.
Hello.
You here for some food or just walking?
I'm just walking, but you know, if you're selling food, what's your pizza slices?
I am selling food. Pizza slices are $60 or a combo is 100.
Okay, give me a combo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't seen a local go over those yet. I didn't realize the locals also fucking yeeted themselves around the place. Oh, we do know that they do the wines.
What's your state ID?
13345.
Alrighty.
You been busy much this morning, mate?
Yeah, pretty busy actually. Some people have
That's good.
stopped by and already gotten one of the Valentine specials.
Nice.
I will say the album is pretty fantastic, but you know, I got to hear a couple of the songs before they dropped, and yeah, they're crazy.
Interesting. I would go for that, but my boyfriend broke up with me after I bought him a house, so I'm good.
Yeah, fair enough. Have a good day.
Have a good one. Thanks for the food. Such a vibe killer. Fuck your Valentine's Day. I love saying it as I make him walk off, by the way. Ah. He's so submissive and shootable right now. Okay, that person's drove through there before. He's so slow. Look at him. He's so kidnappable. John, we're definitely not out here serial killers. Alright. We're probably gonna go down Las Lagunas. Yeah, man's got nothing on him. He's not even wearing a cut. He is person non grata at the minute. He is just a civ walking around in the state. Alright, Mason, do you know what I don't feel comfortable with? You hanging around my fucking business. Oh, I hear a helicopter. I think it might be a local. Well, at least he'll be well sober by the time we get him to fucking Gemini. We're so close, guys. It's just right over there. Look at it. How do you harder than have him walk from Sandy to the city at the world's slowest pace? We even went to Papa Dom's. We even went into the building of Papa Dom's. Do you know what Connor regrets? Connor regrets that bike date where he brought him to the underground and was all like, I think you would like to work here. No, he can't go to the underground. Gotta walk by the beam machine. Where do you think we're going next? We're hitting all the hostage hotspots today. On our Ford feedies, because we're not that fast. No Lamborghinis here. We go by beam machine and we'll pick up our second foods for the day. We walk past the courthouse and all. Hey guys, I appreciate you coming on this journey with us. But sometimes when I'm offline, this is the shit that I get up to on Connor. He pops up in someone's stream and then he fucks off for 3 hours because he's gone for a walk around the city. What other things are happening on Twinses? Let's see, if we go down Cancer Way, yeah, we'll do that. Because we need to be on roads where people drive up and down them. We take them past the bean machine. What we do now is we just aim him and go, and if he gets hit, he gets hit. This is a Jesus take the wheel moment. Oh, I hear a chase coming. What the hell was that about a dumpster fire in Lockheed? LSPD. That's funny. Well, I hope it does force the skip tracers to be a wee bit more proactive in how they get their fines. I do think it's just gonna, because if they're the only place that you can pay your fines, it's gonna make them less incentivized to go out and get fines, because Why would you bother if you can just wait? John, you can't kidnap Yaya. I need her. Mainly for spell check, but I need her. There's many other reasons why I need Yaya chat, but you know, most of them spell check. Oh well. I'm not paying the ransom. I'm poor. See? Oh no. I'm poor. What do you want from me? You can have emotional pat-pats. Does that help? Right. That car circled the block. No, why not? They're emotional pat-pats. I love why people complain that they can't find a fucking hostage, whereas this man's just been walking around for an hour. Maybe criminal vision is based, you know, somewhat on T-Rex vision, like the cops. We go past Blackbird, go past the courthouse, we'll aim for beam machine, we'll circle back round. Connor's just like, I'm grand. Which is actually just very much a, you know, he's just generally fine. I'm grand is just the equivalent of being like, yeah, no, I'm alright. But I think it reads a wee bit more, I'm not okay, the Americans. There you go. That's all you're getting out of him. He says, I'm just out for a walk. Oh god, how are we gonna get out from under Freddy's ability to deflect Connor's fuckering when he's trying to deflect? Oh well, we nearly died. Nearly. Okay, we've got a good opportunity to get hit here. No, well, we will not. We've been trying. See, we've been trying. We've walked in past Papa Domes. We've walked in past the intersections near Papa Domes where people go flying through them. Do you think you have a Dominator and Solus? That makes the same difference to Connor. Is the car white? Yeah, do we want to get hit by a muscle car or a non-muscle car? I think you'd prefer to get hit by a muscle car. We gotta aim for the white
I'm ones. totally organic, but it's hard for me to not smoke once in a while. I love a redwood after a long day.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
what that smell was.
Douche.
Lady, you need a shower. Well, see, what you forget is Connor thinks every white car is a muscle car. Yeah, that's what he learned when he joined OMC. White cars are muscle cars. It does make the blood pop as well, John. Just, you know. That's a fast mover up there. There it goes.
That party last night was so good, I don't even remember it. Most definitely.
We're just bimbling around. That is the plan, though. We're going. We've been trying to get him fucking. Something. We didn't press the button, we're just going for it. Oh, hot new PD2 in our area. The plan, guys, is literally just to walk him to Gemini and have him go towing. We've just been walking since Burger Shot and Sandy. Oh yeah. I will say though, it is early in the day. The only people who will be running around trying to kidnap someone at the minute's probably Chaos, maybe some Vengeance people. Oh, we need to go down a main street. Get out my way. Watch where you're going, asshole. You can try and run me over.
Car is making me wet.
Jesus, lady. These are my Ford Feedies. I'm not even in a car. Still walking in 4 hours, you get taken hostage by a mime. I'm gonna be honest. A mime tries to take me hostage with no words and just a gun. I don't know. I don't know about that, Chief. Please don't kill me. And fucking Rangers were trying to take us out. Alright. Oh, hot new PD2 in our area. These seem to be all kind of standard tows. Yeah, all standard tows. I wonder who got the repo on the other two. I wonder how they figured that out. Yeah, I think on NoPixel there's a lot more things to be taken hostage for, but I think, you know, we're doing pretty good. We've walked from here, Joan, down all like the main arterial routes to where we are at the minute. Oh, we've kind of made a mistake. We'll go down this main road and then we'll go back up to the burger shop. Or not the burger shop, the bean machine. Because we got to get more food. We need to get coffees. We'll bimble up to the bean machine for coffees. And then we'll get to the tow lot. I don't even know if there's a tow truck at the tow lot. We might actually have to get to the tow lot, sign on, put the ad up, or join the ad, and then find a tow truck. Look, he's just a little hungover guy. Let him. He's just a little hungover guy, just on his Ford feeties. You impounded the tow truck? God damn it. The only person who's ever managed to get anything of Connor's impounded is Corbin. None of Connor's other cars have ever been impounded. It was the first tow truck he bought as well. His Yosemite. Right. We saw that Dallas was on the news, so let's see if the news is still live. I'm actually gonna fucking cry. What is wrong, Trippy? That's a great, evocative sentence. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. Oh, we could go hunting for meats, but I don't want to take it away from the people that actually hunt. Connor kind of just does it as a side gig. I'm gonna be honest. His Ford Feedies got us here faster than I thought they would. This slow ass walk. Right, to the bean machine. Yeah, I once watched Lex crawl Brad to the city, and I'm gonna be honest now, it took longer than an hour and a half. It took longer than an hour and a half. See, look, there's somebody else in their Ford Feedies. They're running in the middle of the street. We sign on at Gemini and then we go to the bean machine. So we can start making money. Now, I'm going to assume let's just call Dallas.
Hello?
Hey, Dallas. I have a fine to pay, and I know you cops can charge for fines as well.
I honestly don't know if we can anymore.
That'll be interesting. Why would they take it
Yeah.
away from the PD? You know, maybe you scoop a criminal.
I mean, usually if we have a criminal with fines, we just call FIB to handle it.
Why? It should be going into your budget, though, not theirs. You did the hard work.
That's just the protocol.
I've definitely paid fines to cops before.
Yeah, we used to do that. Bing Bong 1976. We used to do that, but it's been like a while since we did that. I think that may have. I honestly think that may have stopped before I even became a cop.
Well, this is a great opportunity for some community outreach. People will pay generally to cops quicker than they'll pay to skip tracers.
Go! Oh!
Think about. Oh, are you okay? Did you murder
Sorry.
someone?
Did I murder someone? No.
Did you just sloan someone?
Nope.
Am I a witness?
I was trying to help EMS get out the incline.
Did you murder a government worker, Dallas? I can help you hide the
No.
body.
No. EMS, there was a injured person in the canals, and EMS was having a hard time getting out of the canal, so I just gave him a little bump.
Little bump, yeah. Little bump into their grave, eh, Dallas?
No, they're perfectly fine.
I'm gonna be honest. This is a perfect opportunity for the BCSO and Plato to shake hands. You find out if we can pay fines.
I will see if we can. I'm gonna warn you though, the answer's probably gonna be no.
I think the state's gonna start losing out on an awful lot of money shortly.
Well, you know, that's the state's decision to
It
do
is
what
the
they
state's
did.
decision. No worries. I saw you on the news, so I thought I'd call.
You saw me on the news.
Yeah, that bank robbery at Legion Square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Your
Well,
news
I gotta let
famous.
you go. I'm on a scene. I'll talk to you later. Jesus, what the fuck?
Stop
Yeah, I'll
trying
talk
to
to you
murder
later.
the EMS. Bye. It'd be interesting if cops can't do it. Oh, who has been assassinated?
Governor, Mr. Governor, are you alive?
Be
This is
right-
Beer Fries and Weasel News.
Yeah. Down with the chancellor.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some,
Breaking news, the governor himself from his deathbed has stated, down with the chancellor. Is he inciting a full-scale civil war? More on the Weasel News.
He's already done that. I'll be back.
You've heard it from the governor himself. He'll be back.
Why can't I like the news?
Fuck off.
Right, I'm intrigued about what's happening on Twinster.
This is Beer Fries and Weasel News. We're live on scene. Bank robbery.
That's funny. A cat did it. I can't believe the governor got assassinated.
This is Beer Fries and Weasel News. Looks like this scene is wrapping up as law enforcement deputies are responding to the scene. And they're approaching the suspect who's still wounded on the ground.
Look, it's
They are in
Dallas.
fact alive. The security service were not able to neutralize them with deadly force.
Look, the FIB can't even protect the governor.
Looks
How are
like
they
we
going to
got
collect your
multiple kitty
fines?
cats on scene. Any statements for the people of San Andreas? Looks like no statement at this time from the kitty
I can't eat no
cat.
snitch.
Guys, some help over here. I'm stuck. I'm very stuck right now.
Hold on. Let me get the camera. This is a good story.
No. I was nowhere near here.
This is Beer Fries with Weasel News. Disabled man defeats the stairs. This is a breaking story. So anything you'd like to say to the people of San Andreas if you just defeated this big conquest?
Yeah, today I defeated the stairs. Tomorrow, me and my security team defeat gravity.
Okay, what are your plans for tomorrow? Are you planning to go base jumping while in a wheelchair?
Nope.
I do like the news.
But I will defeat gravity. Mark my words. One way or another, gravity will die, and we will all be able to fly.
Very brave, very brave. Okay, this is Beer Fries. We're going to be ending the broadcast at this time. People at home, stay safe and watch out for any...
How can the FIB collect your fines when they can't even keep the governor safe? Is Corbin still doing on-call fucking... Ophelia.
Hey, Connor.
Hey, Ophelia, I see you're looking at paint job.
Hello. Yes.
Corbin's doing on-call customizations up in Paleto. I know it's a bit of a trek, but if you give him a shout, he'll do you a paint job.
Okay, it's not for me. It's for my boyfriend. It's he wants his car doing. So yeah, I'll give him a call.
Yeah, he doesn't post on Twinsta about it, and if you're not looking in the directory, he's a very good employee. I'm gonna be honest. He tries.
Well, at least he tries. That's all anyone can ask for, right?
Exactly. Well, hopefully he can get you some.
All right.
Okay? Chat
Thank
to
you, darling. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye. Is this my fucking trailer? Whose trailer be this? Okay, okay. Why are we leaving this just out and around? This should be parked up. We can ask for more, but you know, I bet it was Corbin. Right, Darcy, where the fuck's the tow truck? Oh my god. Right. We go beam machine first. Or do you... Okay, you have the option, guys. We'll either walk the beam machine, or we can go and get the tow truck, and then go to beam machine. Let's walk to the tow truck, because it's a longer distance. We walk to get the tow truck. And we have the DJ call us out. Because although Bean Machine is a very kidnappable area, this is us just walking back across the roads. We gotta park up the fucking tow truck. Because anyone can come and just yoink that at the minute. In a very annoying fashion. If someone has just left it out there. Please don't kill me. They were not in control of what they were doing. We're on a mission now. We gotta get the tow truck back. That was not a local. We were not just walking into that. Anna, devil's advocate is, how would you like it if hard to stay in your lane when the FIB is across multiple? That's funny. I also think that, you know, if people want departments to stay in their lane, this is literally making them stay in their lane. That would work if the FIB didn't keep coming along and closing your lane. That works if the FIB does come along and close your lane. Because from an in-character perspective, FIB does parking enforcement, they do towing, they do, they've got their non-profit, so they get to run a business without having to pay a business license. They act as cops when they want to act as cops. They collect fines. They, you know, they'll show up to an EMS call. Pretty much, if there is a pie to be fingered, the FIB has their finger in it. Which, for a federal agency, you would expect. So anything financial, that's FIB. Audits, business council, FIB's in there. Business licenses, FIB are involved in that. And the enforcement of it. Used car sales, the FIB do their auctions. So, although the FIB were there first, you know, Mosley's Lane kind of... Why don't they sell the cars to Mosley's and then let Mosley's sell them? So, from that perspective, it just seems like the FIB are just in everyone's lane. So it's a case of, yeah, tow truck drivers stayed in their lane, and then the FIB bought a tow truck so they didn't have to interact with us. Connor wouldn't put that out as well. He's done with the amount of engagement that he would give any of this. And he's sober now, so he's less reactive. Oh, sirens. No? Not going for a store? Fine. Walk my ass to the fucking altar. Now, I've probably picked up what Anna's written down. I see Gemma's got it. Tow and vehicle seizures, plushy seals, fine seizing, criminal investigations, payment, and more. Their lane is the Cathy Freeway. Let's twin up that post. Can I not twin a twin? See, Gemma's engaging with that. Connor's not biting. Oh, look, we're walking down the boulevard, guys. Oh my god, Connor, can you not at least get hit by a fucking local? Come on. How am I supposed to drama and emotionally terrorize people if you just refuse to get kidnapped? You refuse to get shot. You refuse to get alcohol poisoning, even though I'm fucking trying. You refuse to get kidnapped. Where's a feckin' serial killer when you need one? The classic. The classic. God damn it. So what we need to find out next is Grayson from the EMS in a relationship? And is he gay? Or at least, is he flexible? We need to explain to Knox that we like him, but we're not looking for an actual relationship. You know, he enjoys hanging out with him. You know, he's not opposed to, you know, a little bit of hanky-panky. But he's not looking for a relationship. Because Connor will rob it if it looks like it's getting a little bit serious. Look at this fucking game, guys. Not even a local car to take him out. Oh, no. Sounds like a Carnado somewhere. I don't know who Scotty P is, but I've seen the name before. Nice engagement photo, Tommy. Right. We're going to get in the tow truck. And we're going to go make some money, I think. No, what doesn't kill you makes you weaker and easier to get the next time. But yes, Connor's complicated feelings with Ali is she's been off with him the last couple of times he's kind of talked to her. And she's been spending a lot of time with Sal. So Connor's just basically gone, all right, well, you've taken his side. Not that there is a side to be taken in this, by the way. In this whole relationship breakdown. So have fun. No, that's a Vengeance in color car. Nothing. Not even a standby hostage taken. Senior Buns. So we need to figure out how Connor's going to be interacting with, you know, how we be interacting with Ali. Do we have Connor just go cold, or do we just have him go cold turkey? This is the kind of person who would just go cold turkey. He just would stop responding. Sin. Well, the EMS more often than not will not be all like, you know, oh, I've got such and such. So the FIB wouldn't know. That's chaos. Chaos about the only people that be running around at the minute looking hostages. I'm gonna be honest, if we pull out the fucking tow truck and that's when he gets kidnapped, I'll be pissed. Like, seriously? Now is when you do it? Right, we walk through a red garage. Mainly because someone might hit him with a car then. What's his live address in the state?
Look at the guy. Look at him.
Hello. PG.
Who is this?
I think one of them can help you right
Governor, Weasel News! Dear
Yep.
Price, where would you like
So
to do the
it's
interview?
Jerry
Right
Calhoun
here.
versus...
Away from this disgusting car, honestly. Let me just
Who
do
the
it.
hell is
You know what?
this?
Let's do it. Let's do it right here in front of
He
this
really
cool
hates
sign.
sharks.
Gonna do it right over here.
Yeah, this is perfect.
One moment.
What's your
Let me just
statement?
adjust the camera. Okay, perfect.
It's like, I can't go in your
You
kidnapping
like to do
guys
this
and
by
watching
yourself,
the
or you
news.
want to be joined by Director Strong Rock?
I don't know if he wants to be. I was gonna have. I don't know if he's gonna want to be there. Hey, Ivy. Oh no.
Why is it every time something happens, I have to come yell at you?
I
Yeah,
gotta do
Jerry.
this interview. Sorry, Ivy. Busy. Anyway, yeah, I can do it right
I will fucking use
Oh my god.
Yes, you do.
Right. We're too
Okay.
busy watching the news.
Let's
We're
get
not
this
back yet
interview on the
now.
road.
Okay.
Give me one moment.
Yeah, go ahead. You don't have. You're just by yourself.
Who's gonna murder us? Come on. Not even a local wants to run them over, guys. Also, I saw someone in a mask floating around here. And there they are. Well, less in a mask. They're just blacked out. Who you? Who that is? Alright, I require my tow truck, buddy. Why you break the windows on it every time? Why you do this to me? We made it, guys. Alright, so we gotta get in it. And we get out of it. And we make it appear. So all of its fucking cosmetics are not on it at the minute. Oh, I would have to nap, but we'll do that later. Now we are speed. They're harness. Oh, this thing turns like a boat, I forgot. Right, we go back. We get the trailer. And we make some money. We gotta go scoop Camden. That's funny as well, because a lot of people still blame the FIB for the first truth trials. Okay, that was fucking chaos again. If they come try and kidnap me out the tow truck, they could have had me walking around the place, not happy. We're going to park this up, by the way. We're not towing the two trailers. It's funny, but at the same time, do we have enough space to get this round without jackknifing it? We do not. The thing with the trailer is you go in the opposite direction of where you want it to turn. That's how you put the trailer where you want it, by the way. If anyone wants to know how trailers work, I'm just gonna ram it right here so that I can... That should leave it in the space enough. So if anyone wants to know how you back up or you do anything with a trailer, is if you want the trailer to go left, you've got to be turning your tires right. That is just generally the trick of it. You take in a little, GTA physics, and then you can work it out real easy. We need a book. Why do we need a book? Because I constantly buy books and then forget where I put them. We're going to scoop Camden. Alright. Perfect. Did he take the ad down and just not go and do that customization? Because that'll irritate me if he did.
Hello?
You okay? You sound very exasperated.
Yeah, I got called up to Polito for somebody who wanted to do a paint job on a fucking car. The instant I get into Polito, I get calls from 5 people wanting to get their cars out of Gemini, and then the person who came up here for a paint job is up here modifying every little nook and cranny of their fucking car and probably doing rims, so it's gonna take me 40 fucking minutes to do their fucking order whenever they're done. So I'm just stressed the fuck out.
There's no need to be stressed about it. Either you can come back down to the city, and I'll go up and I'll do their customization. You tell the people in the city who were calling you, just, I'm in the ad. They can call me.
You are not in the ad for me.
I'm definitely in that ad because I joined it. I can see
Well-
myself in it. You need to refresh your phone.
Yeah, not only that, I hadn't got a single fucking PD tow for like the last like 3 hours, and then the instant I come up to Polito, all of a sudden I'm getting calls from like 4 cops being like, "Oh yeah, we have a PD tow that we need you to come pick up right now." And it's like, "Oh, that's great, thanks."
Well, you know that. That is just Sod's law. You will leave the city and then all of the PD tows pop. So it's up to you. You can come back down to the city and I'll go do the customization, or you can
No,
stay up there
I'm
and do the
already up here. I'm just annoyed that they said that they were coming up to do a paint job, and the guy's in there. I'm charging him like $750 for the fucking booth because he's also just
No.
doing it himself.
Did he ask?
No, he just pulled into the garage and started fiddling with his car while I was standing here.
Add 350 to it. We haven't charged anyone 700 for that kind of activity. Sick drift. But yeah, I had told Ophelia to contact you because I knew you were advertising for customizations.
Yeah, she's the one who called me, who said they wanted to come up to do a paint job, and then the guy that she came up with is modifying every single thing on his car.
You know what it's like. People see a paint job and then they get in there and then they start looking at the other options and they want to do more, you know.
Yeah,
It's more
well,
money
it's
in
just
your pocket at the end of the
annoying
day.
because I was scheduling everyone else that was calling me off of the assumption that it was going to be like 5 minutes.
Well, that's fine. If you got their numbers, text them and be all like, call Connor, he's in the directory. He can help you get your car out. Especially if, you know, all you're doing is watching your man play with the previewer.
Yep, he's just still doing it. It's taking fucking forever.
Most people do when they're customizing their car. It's a lot of money. But yeah, text them, let them know I'm down in the city and, you know, I can help them out with releases. And that way that's something off your plate.
Yep.
I will chat to you later.
Right.
Stop advertising that you're going to do customizations if it's going to stress you out so much. You can't do everything. Just... Why do you care? Every time I've left the city, it's a constant... You get all of the PD tows heading to Polito. Like, you will see them all pop, and they'll be the good ones too. Like, they'll be the ones at like $1.50. Yeah. I always take it with a pinch of salt when someone says they want to come up and customize their car. I can understand the guy thinking he can just drive in and do... What do you call it? The customization, because I had already talked to Ophelia. Still not great. Eastmere Park. I also don't agree with the whole thing of I'm going to charge him $700 because I'm frustrated, right? I can understand. I will often charge people who just roll in and start fiddling with the machine, having not talked to anyone. But I can understand someone having been told by Ophelia that, you know, you can go up and do customizations, who thinks that, you know, they've been given permission to do the, you know, fiddling around. So that's, I probably should have called Corbin and let him know. But the booth rental thing is supposed to just, it's not supposed to kick the arse out of it, essentially, you know? And it's supposed to be when someone frustrates you at the mechanic shop and not because you are frustrated. Do you know what I mean?